Can my school see my email and other messages? Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. Here's the question that I got. Leo, on the topic of can my boss see my mail and instant messages, you wrote, if using your company's machine, it's safe to assume that your boss or IT department could see your emails and instant messages. Yes, but there may be an additional cautionary note, in my opinion. My son and daughter-in-law are both faculty members at a major university. They have their own privately owned computer at home. However, at home, they use their university facility email addresses to send and receive email. So isn't it true that it's not who owns the machine, but the use of the university's email system on campus or at home that opens the door to this kind of access vulnerability? Yes, and no, and a little bit of both, actually. And to be clear, this applies not only to faculty, but students as well at all levels of education. Let's have a look at what I mean. So my original article discussed using a company-provided or company-owned hardware, like a PC. The issue here, of course, is that when the company provides the hardware like this, it's possible and often quite legal for them to install software or even hardware that enables them to monitor how that hardware is being used. That could easily include software to monitor everything from your keystrokes to what you see on the screen, and of course that means any email you send and receive, as well as instant messages or more. When you're provided a computer by someone else, be it a business or a school or anyone else, there's really no way to know that they haven't installed monitoring tools, because some of those tools are virtually undetectable. And some companies have done exactly that. In another article, I mentioned that your ISP can see anything you do. The company providing your internet connection can, if they have an inclination, monitor the traffic traveling across the connection they've provided to you. It's a lot like an open Wi-Fi hotspot in that regard, except that your ISP is the only one that can really snoop in, and they have legitimate and actually easy means to do it. So even when you're at work or school using your own computer or another computer that you know is secure, if you're using your work or school's internet, then they can still monitor what's going back and forth on that connection. Now, the point which you picked up on is that the provider of basically any online service you use can monitor how you use that service. That means that, yeah, your email provider can read your email. If that email provider is your school, by virtue of having an email address based on the school's domain, then yeah, the school's IT department technically could look at what you send and receive. Now, this is true for every email service provider and, to be honest, every other online service provider. Now, one of the things I've long said that few people take to heart is that in general, you and I just aren't that interesting. Your ISP, your school, your email provider, your company, they typically have many more better things to be doing with their time than to spend it snooping on you and your correspondence. Now, of course, if there is a reason for them to look, they can. But I'll reiterate, for most of us, we just aren't that interesting. So, what do you do if you believe you are interesting? Well, if you're using somebody else's hardware, not much. When you're at work, do nothing on your work computer that isn't something you want your boss or other coworkers to know about. As for the rest, ISPs, email, service providers, it really all comes down to encryption of some sort. If you use a VPN service, then your internet provider can't see what you're up to other than the fact that you're connected to a VPN. And of course, remember then that the VPN service can see everything you do. Encrypting emails is difficult but possible, and that's really the only way to keep your email provider from being able to read your messages. Your email message cannot be read, but remember, they can still see who you are sending it to. For updates, for comments, for links related to this topic and more, visit askleo.com/14816. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.